Alright. I should be live. Let me know in the chat if I am, because I'm not gonna check it. You guys will tell me, in theory. Yeah. So, apparently the Ludum Dare results are coming out today. I think it's like, what, 9 hours from now, or 10? I don't know. I'm not gonna stream till then. I'm hoping to do maybe 4 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna be working on Vaegrant today. I recently added that thing. That just, hold on. Where'd it go? Added that thing. That's gonna be not for this area, but for another area. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, this is gonna be in another area. So, I'll show you where that's gonna be. It's up here. So right here, you can't see anything, but there's going to be, hold on, I'll show you what it looks like. So over here, there's this thing, and up here, there should be one, but it's invisible because I haven't made it yet. Like, I haven't made the connection yet in the extra area. So I need to make the extra area, and that's where the new enemy is gonna be. So that's the main task for today. I can probably do a lot more than that though, so let me see. What is up after that? So the next thing is to create a new weapon, I guess, if I finish this shrine area. Alright. So, if I think I need to set up my tile sets first, so hold on. Vagrant data, there you go. Images. So I don't think my tile sets are completely set up here. I need so I have this image with some artwork. I think I sent this in my Discord a while back. So I need to take those and where are the, yeah, probably here. I'm gonna make something called buildings.png, I guess. So I'll go over to, do I have, probably here. // data images sketch2.png. So here's the big file here. Can I not? I can't see the bottom. This is slightly problematic. Normally I use this to mark out my tile sets, but it's too big. Hold on. Here's what I can do. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need that anymore. I can take these now and move them up. Now I can close off the bottom, and I should be able to cut my tiles out properly. So this is going to be sketch2.png, and now these are where I can reach them. So there's only 2 here, so there's not much to do. So just do that, hit S, I think, and X. It'll close it. Yeah, here we go. So this is my new tile set. Images, sprite sheets, and I'll call this buildings. And then while I'm at it, there's one more thing I gotta grab, and that is this new tree right here. I might add a new type of grass as well, man. Come on. It's a little bit tall, but I can do that. We'll work with it. No, not weapons. I need sprite sheets. So in here, I now have to add this. I think I just put it there. And then I can copy this. I need more space than that. Give me the... It won't let me move it unless it's big enough. There we go. Like that. And then... Ooh. I'm gonna figure out how wide this is. So that goes to there, and then this goes to here. Cool. And then I close this off on the bottom, and that's that. I think I have to add this to one more spot though. I believe there's a foliage folder. There is grass. I thought I had a foliage folder. Maybe I don't. Portraits, projectiles, skills, miscellaneous? Nope. There is grass. I can check the foliage here. So here's foliage. I think it's loaded under assets, so this is where I actually have to check. Foliage. Why did I just no? I've been using i3 a bit too much and I just hit the Windows key and F. I don't know why. I think I was turning to full screen. I'll read chat in a moment here. So somewhere in here, yeah, load foliage. What? Okay, this is foliage config. How does it know? Oh, okay. So foliage config. I think that's referencing this image. So we have 0, 1, 4, and I need 5. So I'll do it like this one. And then in theory this should still run. Yeah, we're good. I think I do want a different grass set as well. So I'm gonna take this, swap my secondary color, copy this down, and then what color complements this area well? I already have, what color do I have? I have like purple. So maybe yellow. This doesn't have to be accurate here. I'm just like trying to mark it out so that I know what I'm doing when I'm using it. That doesn't stand out enough. Let me just do like orange. I just need to be able to tell this is a separate tile when I'm making the level. So now over in images, grass, this is what I'm looking for. So I have this, I need to make this, but then make it a different color. I'm gonna pull it from the palette over here. So I think I gotta pull it from here. I can do red. I'm actually thinking red now. Red and blue? I like red and blue. So I'm gonna grab this one for now. No, not spreadsheets. I'm gonna go to grass. So, and then I can take this and make grass 7. And that'll be blue. I think it's a little bit dark for a blue. Where am I? I'm lost. This is the old version of the thing here. I'm gonna grab these two. There we go. So I like the lighter blue here. There we go. So now I have new types of grass that I can work with if I want. I think... Is there like a grass config? No, there isn't. So, is there like... No, this is the... Probably in tile map, there's code that does this. Tile map. So, load grass. Here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna print tile. I need to find the value that indicates which row I'm on. I think it's the first one. So print tile. It's the second value, and then I go type. And then I think that should be good. And now I just have to take the first value of that, and then based on that, grass type equals that. Now with that, I need to be able to configure a collection here. So I'm gonna do grass.json. So just grass config. And then this will be based on, I guess, the index. So in here, I have, what is this number? I think it's the density. So I'm gonna check with the grass manager to see what that number is. I think it's density, I'm not entirely sure. So grass density, maybe. PyForce update render. Grass tile location amount, yeah. So I'll do density, and then from here I can do 7 to 12, and then types, and then that's where I just grab this. Oop. And then for 1, I'll use the same density, but swap the 5 with 6 and 7. These are the tile IDs that I was just modifying. So if you go over here, I'm switching this 5 with 6 and 7 for whenever I use the tile type 1, which is the bottom one in that spreadsheet I made earlier. So over here, I need to use the grass config. So let me see how that's loaded. I believe there's a file called config.py, yeah. Here we go. So I just do config grass. From config import config grass. From config all right, wait, no, what? No, just config. And then where's the grass part? And go here. If so grass type needs to be a string because that's just how I keyed it. If grass type in config grass, then you do that and you grab config grass density 0 and density 1. That's the range for density. And then I believe this is just the types is what I called it. I'm gonna have to reference my JSON file again. So grass, it's called types, yes. So if let's see if this crashes or what. It's probably gonna crash. Yeah, it does. Density doesn't know what that is. I mean, it's there. Hold up. Yeah. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. So I gotta take grass type and index it into that JSON file. There we go. All right, it loaded. So if I wanted to, I could do something like swap these two, and I should get a different grass pattern theoretically. Yes, you can see the red and blue flowers now. So I can switch that back, and it's back to normal. But I'm going to use the other tiles when I make the new area. Alright, I can read chat now. I'll leave the game running so you guys can look at something. This thing just drops down on the left here. Alright, you know, one of the problems with streaming earlier in the day is that I get enough viewers to the point where it gets harder to keep up with chat. Like, I feel like chat-wise, the nice amount to have, at least for the type of content I make, or the streams I do, rather, the ideal amount's probably like 40 viewers. My game is attractive. That's a new one. I haven't heard that before. All right. So I'm just reading. Yes, you can get all of my previous live streams in the live streams playlist. It's there if you scroll down on the homepage, or you can search for it under my playlists, although I have a lot of playlists, so it can be a bit hard to find. How much should you know Python to make games like... I'm assuming you're asking like this. The Python knowledge is not too extensive. Hold on, yeah. So, I mean, to get started with Pygame, I would say just know the basics. You don't even need to know object-oriented programming. Like, you don't even know how to use classes and stuff, technically, to get started. As long as you know, like, lists, functions. I guess you do need to know how to use objects, but you don't need to know how to define them. Yes, you should know about dictionaries and stuff. But if you're not super experienced with programming, it can be difficult to get into Pygame. Alright, back to reading. Blue for the flowers. I don't know, that's an old message. I'm not sure what that's referring to. How do you add those white color pixels at the edges? No, why? Wait. So it's easier to know where are the edges? I'm assuming that's for... I could be referring to a few things. If you're referring to the sprite sheets with those dots, first of all, they're not white, they're like cyan, yellow, and magenta. That's how, those are markers that my code uses to parse my sprite sheets. Because typically, sprite sheets are like certain dimensions, like its expected tiles are supposed to be certain dimensions or whatever. Whereas I allow for all sorts of sized images on a single sprite sheet, which means that I need to have markers on the sprite sheet to specify where the borders are for certain images. So that's what those are for, if that's what you're asking about. The grass effect is very nice. I have a video on that, so if you're curious. I'll probably be open sourcing it soon, maybe within a month. Yeah. Yes, I'm using Pygame. Ooh. When will I make a 3D game? Give me like 2 years or something, I don't know. I have a lot of other stuff I want to work on first, but I won't just make a 3D game. I would be making a VR game if I do 3D. Yeah. What add-on packages I use? The primary one is just script, which allows me to run my code. That's about it.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
You should probably be doing your uni assignments right now. I was super busy for the last, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks with school. That's why I haven't been able to really stream at all. So, like, I had like 2 group projects due in the last week. So I had one due on Friday, and then I had one due on Tuesday that I had to give a presentation for, and then I had on Monday a Calculus 2 exam. So my schedule got pretty bad. Now it's freed up a bit until finals though. Alright. Are the squares in the background animated images? Believe it or not, those are actually like dynamically generated. They are like, so it's funny, they're cached actually. They're cached as they're generated as squares. They're saved to an image and cached, and then they're reused, but they're dynamically generated. Like the squares used here are dynamically determined. It's just that whenever it uses one that it's already used before, like an image it's already used before, it just pulls it from the cache to save some time. I do need to do a lot of optimization stuff with this game though. Like, for example, particles probably need to be changed. I believe the particles are doing some like masking type stuff. I don't think it's necessarily masking. I'm not sure what exactly. No, I think it is masking to color swap. Actually, I might have put in caching for that already, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. But a lot of the particles are slower than they could be. The sparks are slower than they need to be because the sparks I have. Let me see if I can find an example here. Actually, I could just shoot a wall. That works too. So these sparks. Oh, or I could just shoot this thing. So those sparks are curved in terms of the code, and it processes them as if they're curved, but you can actually process them faster if you render them straight. Well, or if you do the rendering for straight sparks, you can take some shortcuts to make it run faster. Also, I need to fix this jitter on the grass. I think the player's position is jittering relative to when the grass is updated. So that needs to be fixed, but well, I also need to like truncate the position as well, I think. So there's like multiple things going on there. This save point's like in the ground. I'm probably gonna need to change how save points look or something. Yeah. 1:20 AM in Australia. Yeah, this is a stream that's more timed for people in the US all the way up to India. I wasn't really expecting people from Australia and I guess East Asia. I think it should be like later at night in India. Well, actually, I'm gonna see. I'm curious. What time is it in India? Time in India, because India is actually, I believe, my second biggest audience on YouTube. Yeah, it's like 9 PM in India. All right. For my level editor, how did I do the auto tiling? It's just like for every tile, you look at the tiles next to it, and like, well, if there's you make a list of which borders have tiles on them, and then you can map that like set of borders essentially to a specific tile. And I believe if I have the mapping, it's like the mapping is in a JSON file. So if you look here, I have here the relative tiles I check for every tile, and then here's like the matching. So for example, if there's a tile on the left and on the right, it uses tile 0. If there's a tile looks like above, oh no, sorry, this is not left and right, this is below and to the right, use tile 0. If there's a tile on the left, on the right, and below, you use tile 1, and you just map it out like this. So you just run those checks for every tile, and that's that. Hold on. Alright. Here we go. Something for you to look at again. Is this going to be... Well, is this project going to only be on Patreon, or is it going to be released to everyone? So this should be, when I finish it, like a game on Steam. So you're probably gonna have to buy it. It'll probably be... it depends how big the game is. I'm hoping for maybe $10. But, yeah, so it won't just be on Patreon at that point. I believe, I don't remember what exactly I said. I think I said something to the effect of, like, if you're on Patreon and you end up paying more than the price of the game before it releases, I'll send the game for free. Something like that, maybe. So, a lot of people are going to get it for free. If you're already on, what is the term? It's not subscribed. What is the term for Patreon? I guess there is, you could say you are a patron. I don't know what the correct general term for it is, whatever. How do you do the lighting effect on the particles? That's a blit flag, so it's a blend RGBA add. You see special flags equals blend RGBA add. I don't use CSV files for tile mapping, they're JSON. Animations, it depends. The animations are very different depending on what you're looking at. If you're looking at the grass, that's procedural. If you're looking at the trees, that's procedural. If you're looking at the player, I did them in Sprite. And the code for them is pretty simple. I have a video about how to do animations. Do you use any libraries other than Pygame in your games? Nothing that's game development specific, really. I believe... What was it? I think I did something recently where I used A star. Oh, it was the multiplayer game I was messing around with. So I was messing around with the multiplayer game, and I used an what is the library is called TCOD. I think it's for what is it? It's like, what is TCOD for? It's like for roguelite games or roguelike games, the dungeon crawlers, I think. Maybe? Anyways, they have a pathfinding algorithm. They have a bunch of other stuff in TCOD. I don't know what it is, so I've only used pathfinding stuff. So they have an A-star algorithm, you can use on that. And I've used that on one project. But other than that, the main things you would actually have to install that don't come with Python that I use are just like noise, and then obviously Pygame. So most of the stuff I do is kind of from the ground up. And I have written A-star from the ground up myself before. It's just like using the library is better because it's running in C rather than Python, so it's faster. But I do know how to do the pathfinding from the ground up if I want to. Have I ever tried hacks for programming? No, but I know some people that really like it. Why is my tile system so complicated? Like, are you reading the code? A lot of it's optimization related, and then also you gotta account for layering and stuff. How did you add all those tiny props? Do you use a tile set or do you classify them as objects? So there's like stuff I call on-grid tiles and off-grid tiles, and that's actually sort of part of what makes the tile system complicated, as Nature Pixels just pointed out. So there's, where is it? Yeah, like there's all the, hold on, let me kill this thing again. Go away, shoo. Ow. So there's stuff I call off-grid tiles, so like look at this walk here, or all these goats and the fences, and even entity placement is usually off-grid. So the off-grid stuff runs slower, but I don't have to place it on the grid, and usually I'll use that like for things that aren't specifically the tile size and aren't like actual tiles. So all those objects are placed as off-grid things. I believe this is too, this like platform here. So that's placed off-grid. And actually these platforms are placed manually as well. So there's actually 2 platforms here that I had to place. And those are off-grid as well. So off-grid tiles, it's just like a list of tiles that are off-grid for a level. That probably needs to be optimized for bigger levels because it just kind of tries to process them all at once instead of looking up the nearby ones efficiently using hash maps, or in our case dictionaries. But yeah, the tile, like the on-grid stuff runs faster because it's under a dictionary or hash map, and I can look up the locations. But what was the original question? Yeah, so the off-grid tiles are how I get all these tiny little props and stuff in the trees. You'll see it when I make a level in a bit here, so I'm going to be making a level to do this new area I was talking about over here. Alright. When you say optimize, you mean you're going to rewrite Python code or create a C module? No. A lot of it, like, a lot of the code can be optimized pretty well by just using proper caching and grouping your data properly so that the lookups are quick. And then there's in the case of like particles and stuff, there's like unnecessary processing being done. I could cache a lot of it, and then I might like redo the background a bit because the background hits the performance pretty hard right now. I need to like get a profiler running and actually see what stuff is worth putting effort into, but for the most part, like you can optimize stuff pretty well with just writing good Python code. You don't really need to write stuff in C. Also, I should add that a lot of the rendering is being done in C anyways, because I'm using Pygame, which is like a wrapper for SDL. So the rendering stuff is not in Python. Like I'm telling it to blit and stuff, but the actual operation of putting it on the screen is not being run in Python. Noon in Brazil. Yeah. Brazil is convenient for me because we're in nearly the same times. Actually, I think Brazil overlaps with my time zone a bit, depending on where you are. Lunchtime TV show. Just wait for the weekend. Are there any tools aside from your game engine you have made on your own? I wouldn't call this a game engine, but I've made all sorts of tools, so like the level editor, and you saw me using the sprite sheet generator. There's all sorts of tools, yeah. Can you zoom in on code? The font is too tiny. So, I believe... Okay, when I'm looking at my code, you should be able to turn up the quality so you can see it. I guess if you're on a phone, you're not going to be able to see it very well. So I had it zoomed out. Here, look. I had it zoomed out a bit for the game jam because I can work faster when I'm like that. Normally I do zoom in a bit for stream, so I can leave it like this so you can see a little bit better. But I can't zoom in too much or else it starts to hurt my ability to work a bit too much. Yeah. What game are you going to release? Or, well, this one. Well, I'm not entirely sure what that question is, but this is hopefully going to be my next paid release, and I'm hoping to have it done this year. I've got the summer off, which means that I can work on this stuff. Believe it or not, it's my longest break since I started school when I was like 5 or whatever. Yeah, and to clarify, this game's already accessible to patrons. I post the code on Patreon. 5:30 in South Africa. Interesting. I learned Python mostly from just experimentation and then, like, Google searching individual things. I got started with, I believe it's in a list in the description, it's inventing games with Python. I didn't read the part about Pygame. I only read the part about Python. I think it's in the description. But yeah, it's a book. It's free. Do Brazilians double jump? I am curious as well. The character, if I go talk to something, you can see what it looks like. I believe if I go over here, I'm gonna get hit by something. Okay, so this is what the character looks like zoomed in. It's not like a specific animal or anything. I didn't need to talk to him again. No. Up. Alright, you want to be an indie game dev and also want a full-time software engineering. Wait, I guess you also want to do full-time software engineering for security. Should you use graphics library or a game engine to make games? So if you're doing software engineering, I think you're gonna get more. Okay, so first of all, security. Well, it's a pretty broad field, but there's a decent amount of stuff you're going to be doing in Python. Like, if you're doing like cybersecurity, I think there's a decent amount of Python. Although, like, a lot of the cybersecurity stuff, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think you necessarily even code for a lot of it. A lot of it's kind of leaning IT. But a lot of the security related stuff, actually could vary. Like, if you're doing like network security, you're going to be probably doing or like driver level security for networking interfaces and stuff. You're going to be using C. Whereas if you're managing a network, like an IT person doing security, it's going to be a lot of you need to know Linux pretty well probably, and then a lot of other random stuff, but not so much code. And then, but there would be some Python involved. So it could be all sorts of stuff, but generally speaking, I don't think that, like, for example, if you were to use Unity, you would be working with C#, which I don't believe you would really use for security, unless, well, in most cases. Security, it could, like, there's security aspects of every project pretty much, but, like, so, which means that there's security related jobs for just about everything, like every language, but for the most part, things that fall into security, I believe, are going to be like C, C++, Python, maybe Java. I'm not sure about that in terms of languages that are used. So you're going to get more out of doing game dev from the ground up than, say, using Unity. Because you're probably not going to be doing security stuff with C#. And then also there's some more programming in general, problem solving. Wait, did you say you wanted to, what was it? So if you say you want to be an indie game dev, so which means if you're trying to make money doing it, I mean, it's a lot, I guess, harder to get into making money if you're doing stuff from the ground up. So it depends which side of the stuff you want to do you want to lean towards. At what age did I start cutting? When I started in 2013, I was 12. I was not 6. How old did that make me now? That would be like, or 6 when I started then. That would be, minus 13. Alright. Am I going to release the Steam app to complete this game? Yes. I believe I have a video on how to do the sparks. My PC specs, that might be in the description, I don't know. For the purpose of Pygame, it pretty much doesn't matter except for the clock speed, which is like 4 gigahertz. I'm almost caught up with chat. This is what happens when there's a lot of viewers. It's hard to keep up with. How do I do the AI for the enemies on my games? It's a lot of stuff. I actually don't use pathfinding much. Usually just go left or go right and then check the terrain around you, sort of like a Goomba. But I mean that's pretty much it. You write logic that's like an update, some update logic for every entity, and it behaves based on that logic. It can vary from super simple to very complicated depending on what you're doing. You do IT for government, you won't catch much Python being used. I worked with the government, sort of, and there was a decent amount of Python involved. Although that was NASA though, so it's probably different than what you're doing. I know in the military stuff they use a lot of Java, they use C++, and they use, what is it, Ada? Those are some of the things they use. Windows servers? Oof. Which government? I would assume the US is what he's talking about. Interesting. I'm curious. You Java because of Oracle? What, did Oracle pay the US government to use their stuff or something? What happened there? Or did they lobby for it? I don't know. You work as a backend dev and use Python every day. I mean, for the job I had, even before I swapped a lot of the code base to Python, I was still using Python for a lot of stuff. There's just like a lot of random tasks it's useful for. How to have an avatar like mine? I will do a video on it at some point probably. It's pretty much just media pipe and rendering in Pygame, which I don't recommend, but works for me. 10:45 in Vietnam. Interesting. Can I play the game? You want to see what it's like? One moment. I got my headphones tangled while I was reading chat. There's not much. I can walk around. There's like, you can like hit things. I believe there's some grubs over here I could hit. Yeah, and there's a gun. So like, I missed. So, I mean, it's just like a action combat platformer. So, and then I can also talk to things. I need to like fix this dialogue. This is placeholder. I can make like multiple entities talk and it points to them, which is interesting. Yep. You should learn 5 packs of Python and 2 packs of design patterns before entering Pygame. What? What are packs? And then I don't think you need to learn design patterns to mess around with Pygame. Because I have not learned them. I mean, I've heard about some stuff from the job I had, but I do not care. You could learn it intuitively. So government uses Java, C++ to make weapons. They use a lot of stuff. It could be a lot of things. What's in Area 51? No clue. That's not my area of expertise. Or I guess, okay, so if people believe it's aliens, you could make the argument that I was closer to that than some government jobs just because I was doing space stuff, but I still have no idea. I didn't need a security clearance for the stuff I did. The only reason some of it's confidential is because some of the stuff I worked on, like just rocket technology, is technically considered weapons technology legally, but they're not super strict about like security clearances and stuff. Like I didn't need one, so I don't know that much about what's going on. You meant to say that you want to be a full-time software engineer. Okay. Never mind. Say I answer your question. Why don't you try to make a game with a proper game engine? I think I have that in the description under the frequently asked questions. You don't know why you use Oracle. It's a nightmare. And being IE? It's going, oh, what is IE? I'm not sure. It's going bye-bye. We are having to switch to Edge. Oh, Internet Explorer. What? What does Internet Explorer have to do with that? Didn't you say you work on... Oh, you do IT for... Okay. Like as in supporting IE? I'm not sure. Making sure for grass, I kind of did. Alright, almost caught up here. I'm like 10 chat messages away. I use my own level editor, yes. Can you make it into JavaScript? Yes. I don't recommend it, but you can. It used to be that Unity, you could like use JavaScript with Unity. I think they removed that or deprecated it though. PHP, I don't like PHP. I've used it. It's not fun. Like, I don't think it's fair to... There's stuff wrong with just about every language. I wouldn't say there's nothing wrong with anything, but I think the general consensus is there's a decent amount wrong with PHP. And then also there's all the security stuff as well with PHP. You can have good security with PHP. It's just like, from what I understand, people getting into it are more like, they're more likely to make mistakes with PHP than other stuff, like configuration and everything. Am I going to program or just answer questions? I'm planning on programming once I catch up. I'm probably gonna have to switch to the whole read, like maybe 1 in 5 chat messages at some point here, so that I can actually do stuff. How long have I been streaming for? I've been talking for like 50 minutes. What is this? All right. You joined 15 minutes late. Can someone explain what this video is about? I mean, this stream is Gamedev. Once I finish reading chat. I said that the security issues are for people that are new with PHP. And then also I should add that, like, I've seen, as someone who's made websites and stuff, that there's tons of bots just testing the like looking for exploits, like just automatically looking for exploits with PHP based applications. Like I can see the requests just blasting my server looking for exploits. Like a lot, it's sort of like I guess Windows and viruses, where a lot of the stuff is targeted towards that. But yeah, I think there's a lot of security issues relating to PHP because of the way I don't know, people learn it and stuff. I'm not saying that the security issues are like a problem once you know what you're doing, but it is a problem for people to get into something when they're not gonna know how to do it and they run into issues. I don't think it's really worth trying PHP, because, well, it depends on what you're doing, but for the most part, it's not like something you need to know. Alright. I have caught up on chat, so it is time to actually do stuff again. So, where was I? Oh, I need to make a level. So, where is it? So I'm gonna take this. I need like probably a platform in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. I forgot what the layer index. Hold on. I'm gonna load up from the save file here and see what the layer indexing is like. Okay, it doesn't like that, I guess. Why doesn't it like that? Hold up. I'm curious why I didn't want to load that. It shouldn't be crashing. No. Wait, CD editor? Python editor? Wait, no, level editor. There we go. So I can import, save. It doesn't know what decor is. Oh, right, I also have to, I forgot about this. So I need to go data, images, spreadsheets. Is there decor? What? What? There is no decor. Did I like it? It looks like I made a level for another game using the level editor in this folder, and the save file references tile sets that don't exist or something like that. I don't know. It's funny. Alright, so I can take these. Editor, images, boop, replace. And then actually no, I don't do that. So I'm not sure what the layering is like. Actually, I can check the code. If I go to world, I bet I can find it. So I'm trying to find the point where the layers swap from, like, where the layer that the entities are rendered on is the main thing I need to find. So down on, it should be like render. So it renders grass on layer 10 and entities on layer 5. Interesting. So, I'm actually gonna load up one of the existing maps here. I guess 4. Come on, why is it... Am I like missing some important tile set? Why doesn't it know what decor is? Where's the core coming from? What is decor? Data, maps, let's see. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Am I stupid? Yes, I'm an explode. Duh. Okay, yeah. I'm not. I shouldn't be an explode. I need to be in Vaegrant. I guess for some reason it remembered that last time I opened up a map, it was under explode. So I go here and load up this save file. Turn on the layering and inspect this. So where are the... So this is like foreground stuff right here. That'll be in front of the player. So it looks like I do the grass on the same level as the terrain. Or no, the grass gets put on 10, so it's in front of the player. But anyways, I got that sorted out, so I can just do... Ooh, there. Core tiles. Make a platform in the middle here. Ooh. Actually no, it needs to be like wider. No wait, E, D. So I want like... There we go. Now, oh no. I can do that. And then the idea is to put buildings, this thing. What layers what was I using for background? I don't even know. I'm gonna assume like -10. So this can go in the middle here. So I'm gonna just save this for now. I can go in the middle. And then I'll put like these on the side. And then turn on the layering. Well, I want a decent amount of space in this map, so like it's gonna be a big area to train essentially. Let's give it like a roof or something so it feels more like a cave. I don't know if... I'll probably make it impossible to get up here or something. This is a big hunk of terrain. So now I can go down here. Actually, I don't think I wanted to go that way. I want to go like this kind of. Ooh. And it'll be like a little cavern right here. And then let's like loop around all the way over here. Being pretty lazy about this or whatever. Someone's gonna figure out how to get up here. It's gonna happen. Auto tile that, and then I think I'm being very lazy with this, but it doesn't matter. Hold up, this shape's a bit difficult to auto tile. Wait, I just have to do it with the other thing combined. All right. So right about here, I'm gonna have that maybe, and then so we get that, which means I could put something down here if I wanted. So let's put like a platform there, a platform here, and then we go up a layer. There we go. Look at that. This is a pretty big map already. There's this nice cave. And then I'll probably put over here a platform you can jump onto, and then like a bigger thing right here. No, I missed. Boom. All right. And let's do some aesthetic type parts right here. So I'm like making some columns. It doesn't need that tall. There we go. And let's tile that. Now, across the center, I do this. And if I remove the layer, and you get this, which is interesting. You shouldn't, I don't think you can get up here. I think I'm gonna like lock the camera so you can't or something at some point, maybe. I'll add like one more section down here maybe. So I could maybe put a platform right here. There we go. I'm gonna save that. And we now have a decent sized map. I need to start doing one of the details now that make it actually look nice. So the first thing you do is you just like add a bunch of like terrain type features that make the terrain more interesting. So you add like just blobs of terrain on a different layer that make it just pop out a bit more. So I can do that. Boom, and then I can get... I was on the wrong layer. Hold on. Let me check this one too. That's the correct layer. So it's just like right here. It just needs to be like 2. So and boom, and I could have just done a big selection in there. Whatever. So let's just put that there. I don't know what. I think I can just like keep doing this. Like this, so I'm just gonna put these all over the place and then I'll merge them together later. Alright. Alright. Almost there. I'm just gonna do one massive selection, I'll get a ton of them. For the auto tiling. I don't think there's anything else on this layer. There we go. Look at all that. So I can turn off the layering, and you can see, looks good. I do want to. Actually, I think that's fine. I don't really need to do anything else on that. So let's go over here, add a couple of these things. There we go. And this one needs it as well. And let's like make it pop out in the middle here. Alright. So I think I've done all the like terrain features that add like depth to the terrain. So now vegetation. I believe I did this on layer 0 before. So I can just like go boop boop. Just put down all the grass. This game could do with some water. Maybe I'll add that at some point. Alright. Oh no, that's not what I want. Hold on, I gotta fix that. There we go. I don't want to cover absolutely everything necessarily. I gotta leave some areas that don't have grass. So that's a lot of grass. Now, should I add like a goat here just for the fun of it? I'm thinking that would be funny. Whatever, I'll do it later. So let's do foliage now. So I wanted to put some small trees. I think these go like -12 or whatever. Do I want it in front or behind? I can do -9. Like that. Cover the corners. Let's put a big tree like right here. Can I put the big tree in the cave? Yes, I can. Can I? Yes, I can do this. This is a funny trick that I used on a bunch of my recent games for foliage. Is you just take part of an actual tree and stick it outside of a wall. There we go. Let's put another tree down here. And put that here. Put this here. All right. Let's put that there. Funny trees. And then I can maybe put like, no. Alright, do I want to save location here? Probably not, actually. So, what is I? I don't remember. So I can put the portals down. So where do I want the player to spawn? That is a good question. Like right, you don't want it right in front. Maybe down here. Maybe you spawn down here and you like come up over this way or this way. Maybe you spawn over to the side here and you can go around here and explore this way. I think I like that more. I don't have any foliage over here. I guess I forgot. I'll put that portal there. Let's put a big tree right there. And then I'll like space these out moderately evenly for aesthetic. Actually, right here I could do a little bit of this. Look at that! Look at that! That's an interesting shape. And I could put like that right there. Later on, you're gonna be able to walk inside this building, but for now, I'm not probably gonna mess with that. I have fences. I could do one of these platformy things. But wait, what's that? What else I have? There's these edge tile thingies. I could do that. So I like go to layer 0, and I'd put that there, and I have to swap this for that. Boom. There are rocks. I can put these around. I'll put a rock right here. And then let's put a rock. Also, I want a rock. The rock can go here. How about that? And then maybe here. Now this is the cave part. This should probably have a lot of rocks. Wait, these are different, right? Yeah. Can I like... Can I? I wonder if I can. Probably not. Alright. I could put a rock like right there. The problem with this is that this is such a steep slope, it's hard for me to fit rocks. Alright. Do I have anything that can stick out? I could stick out like a beam right here. What's that look like? That doesn't look too bad actually. Hold on. That's kind of interesting. I'll leave it there for now. Wait. What if I do a little bit of... There we go. That looks interesting. Maybe this cave will have significance later, who knows? Alright. Rock. I'll probably like redo a lot of this stuff later on, but for now I'm leaving it somewhat simple. All right, I'm pretty happy with that so far. I'll read chat now. What is my max layer count? There is none. I can have as many layers as I want. The ID is Adam. Alright. Yes, I made this level editor. The music, you can just look it up. Alright. You're gonna lunch? I need to lunch at some point. I'm feeling kind of hungry, but I'll probably go another 2 hours. Alright. So I'm gonna use the restroom and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Alright. Camera of the mukbang? What? No, I'm not I went to the bathroom. I'm not eating. I ate a ton of wontons last night that I made. I'm gonna eat a ton more wontons for lunch when I'm done with this. Alright. What next? So there's a lot of stuff left to do here. So there's the functional tiles, which I need to do if I add bridges. Do I have any where's the structures? No, wait, structures, not stone. Where's the bridge? Here's the bridge. Can I put the bridge anywhere? That would be interesting. It has to be level, that's the problem. I could put a bridge right here, that would be funny. You know what? I will. Because why not? So I can take some functionals. This is a drop-through platform. So just put them like right here. And then the player can drop through those. So, I'm gonna save that. This is the spawn. What other functionals do I need? Or let's do empty. So barrels. Barrels are crates. I think crates are more appropriate for this setup here. But what do I want? Some crates. I guess I'll put like some right here, maybe. Like, I mean, I don't want too many crates on this area. Maybe I'll put like a few right here. I'll put a barrel, why not? I'll fill these up with items later, maybe. Alright. And then I'll put a goat. Because why not? Goats are funny. If I put it here, that'd be... I like it. I think they go in the front. Yeah, they get rendered on the end. See later, so I can put them like right here. Goats. What else I want? Goats. Maybe right here. Alright. I'll put this right here because I feel like it. There we go. Ready. So this is an NC spawn. I can use this to spawn enemies. What do I want to put them? So I guess there'll probably be a bunch of enemies right here. Something like that, maybe. Enemies here. And there's gonna be a lot of spawns in this area. I'll put the other. So it's gonna be like all the enemy types in here probably. So up here, I'll put a few of those metal heads that fly around. I'll also spawn some over here too, because why not? And then enemies can spawn in here. Let's see, probably like this, probably. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, like that. So put some of the grubs right here as well. And then right here I'll put one of the new enemies. So there's a lot of entity spawners I just put down. I need to do more details though before I fill this in. Also, actually the back tiles. This is annoying. Where's the middle one? Here's the middle one. All right. So, what layer is this? Is this like -20? I don't even know. Whatever. I'll do -20 because I don't care. So let's put like that maybe, and then it's all gonna be connected. There we go. So now I have flood fill, and then I do this, auto tile it. I'll worry about the details of that later. So actually right now I'm gonna carve out some sections There we go. So now I just update the auto tiling. This is a problematic area. Hold up. Alright. Let's turn up the layering, see how it looks. Let's connect these. Alright. I don't know if this is gonna lag. This level might lag. It's definitely the biggest one. I'm gonna have to do some tile system optimizations later on to get this to run properly. There's a lot of unoptimized stuff in the tile system at the moment. There we go. I believe I just gotta connect this stuff now. And then boop. There we go. So I think there's a few more very minor decor type things I need to do. So I need to add these. So these are like off grid. They go like right here and stuff. I'll add them up here maybe. Alright. Actually, the level editor uses the same rendering system sort of as the actual game. So if the level editor is not lagging, the game shouldn't be too bad, at least because of the tiles. So I believe under, where is it? Stone? Yeah, here we go. Just adding random rocks everywhere. They don't need to be absolutely everywhere, but there we go. I think that's most of the areas that would need them. I think there's one more tile set or something. Oh, that's right here. Here's what I'm looking for. Oh, actually this, hold up. This needs to be swapped. That should be that tile. But let's go back to -10. So there's a bunch of these random thingies. Where's the bigger ones? So I can decorate the sides of things with this. It's very small though, I gotta lean in to use it. Very, very minor details. There we go. What else do I have here? All right. Let's go to the other side. Where's this? What did I grab? It's very small, I don't want that. I missed. No, there. All right. I am happy with this. So you're saying the columns look strange, but the house is a different style. So that's intentional. So this is a newer building, and then these are some ruins. And you see more ruins. Like, there's a reason why this is a separate area in a cave that's further away from here. You're not going to see both of these at once. I'm gonna test this in the game first. Ooh, I need to make another white zone to connect them. But here we go. Let's go to Vaegrant, save, data, maps. Let's call this. Well, it's called Shrine. I don't know if it is a shrine. So let's call this White Zone 3. I believe. Actually, I'm gonna do this in the code here. If I go over to maps. So this is Web Zone 3. It's gonna be left to Outpost and right to Shrine. And I need to like do the connections here. How does it know? Oh, here's what I'm looking for. So, I believe I have to connect. I gotta take this. And I have to write some configurations for this. So, map, this goes to WZ3. What else? Tags. So this one comes in on the right, I believe. Text should be enter. And then type should be white zone, right? There we go. And then I have to do the same thing for How are these numbered? What is this? It goes 1, 2, 1, 2. I think. Do I just like? I think it's just. I don't know if I'm doing this right. So I believe this is a left. And the right. And this should go to shrine. And then this should be outpost. And then I think this needs an updated link here. So for that, I'm gonna close this and hope I don't have anything corrupt or anything. Vagrant data maps. So I have to pull out, what is it? Outpost. So here's outpost. I need this. Boom. And then the last thing I gotta do is link that door in the outpost to WZ3 tags, and then this one's on the left side. Text, enter. What is this? That's not correct. Type. Type. Nope. This is white zone. And the portal should be there now, and I should be able to go. I'm gonna hopefully, let's see. What is this on? It didn't like my config file here. So it could be this, or it could be this. Didn't like that comma. That's probably it. Maybe. Yeah, that was it. So here's this portal. Let's see if it works. So I am in the white zone, which is good. Here we go, this is a new area. Look at that. You're gonna be able to enter this building later, but not for now. The frame rate's not too bad. Just knock that box off. Alright, there's a goat right here. I might want to fix this later. This jump right here is a bit questionable. I don't think you're gonna be able to double jump later. I'm probably gonna remove that. It'll probably be something again with a certain ring. So you can kind of see outside on the right there. Maybe I'll fix that later, but it's not super important. Yeah, there's a couple areas where I could use a bit more like platforms or something. Oh, and here's the drop through thing I set up earlier. That works. This is questionable. I think it's 1 pixel too low, so it has me running into that tile. Oops. I might want to fix that. Oh. So there's that. So yeah, I like this so far. I'm thinking I want to switch the blue flowers to yellow. So I'm gonna go data, images, grass. So I want this to be yellow. So images, I'll grab the colors. I don't really have a strong yellow. This is the best I've got. I think the right one would be better here. So I can run through again. And we get yellow and red. There we go. That fits better. Especially around here. Alright. I like the goats. Alright, I'm gonna read chat real quick and then I'll add the enemies to the area. I've made stuff that uses pathfinding. Not this project though. There's no tutorial for making level editors. It's not particularly complicated though. I have a tutorial for tile systems. All you have to do is make it so you click somewhere and it places a tile. That's all it is. And then you save it as JSON. I did not use GFX draw. How did I learn all this stuff to make games? Most of it was just learning by figuring stuff out, or what is it? Yeah, I figured stuff out on my own, and I referenced other people's work mostly. After the basics, I didn't really read much or do many tutorials. Why are you talking about PHP now? We were talking about that like an hour ago. Or maybe 20 minutes ago. Alright, Pygame's not that hard. No. Can you tell me how? What can I tell you? Can I tell you how to make a function in a loop wait a short period of time while the rest of the loop runs as normal? You can do that with threads. So you'd have threads if you want two things going at once. I'm not entirely sure what you want it to do, but the way you're explaining, if you want only one thing to be running at a time, you're thinking about the code structure wrong. You need to restructure how you're doing that. Does it render the whole map or only what the camera sees? So it's only what the camera sees for the most part. Python, what? Python can be multi-threaded. That's what the threading library is for. And if you're talking about the global interpreter lock, it causes some problems depending on what you're doing. If you want it to run on multiple cores, you need to use the processing library. But threading is just for asynchronous stuff. There's also async IO as well. So there's a lot of way to do threading and multi-processing. Alright, so enemies time. This is an interesting thing to deal with here. So I'm gonna have to reload from here. So I have all of these ES things. I have to go over into, where is it? Spawners.json. And I just add the IDs into here to make them spawn, like in this pattern. So for the blue grubs, which I'm probably gonna put over on the left here, two of them, I can take this one, and then we need one more. So that's gonna be this one. So those are some blue grubs. All these spots in the air are for metal heads. So I'm gonna start on the right. I'm gonna grab that ID. Does it spawn like a bunch of metal heads? That's interesting. So there's 2, 3, and 4. So those are metalheads. I think there's other spots I wanted metalheads to spawn over here. Yeah, these. There's 3 more spots. 1, 2, 3. And then let's do some grubs. I wanted some grubs right here, I think. So do left to right. This is normal grub. By the time I finish this game, this file is going to be such a mess. So I'm going to need a new type of enemy as well. So I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to clear out the IDs. What is this called? Skullwalker. Skullwalker. Count 1. Respawn odds 0.1. I like that. So we take this, put it there, and we take the other one. We also put that there, and then this whole area right here is going to be. Well, let's do like 2 grubs in the middle, and then. There we go. So there's 2 grubs, and then on the sides I'll do the skullwalkers. So the skullwalkers are pretty tanky. They're a strong enemy. So that's that. I believe there's. Yeah, it's gonna put a skullwalker right here as well. And then. I think it's just this spot over here that needs stuff now. So, I'll put a skullwalker here, and then I'll put 2 grubs, 1 red, and then I'll do 1 blue. Actually, that doesn't work well, because the red ones will attack the blue ones. And then the rest will be skullwalkers. There we go. There we go. I think that's everything. This is gonna be very chaotic. Let's see what happens. I need to remove that one that spawns like in the air right there. Thank you, car. Very loud. So here's. Oh no! That's not what I meant. Hold up. These metal heads. I think there were, yeah, so I can see by these IDs here that these are the ones that are supposed to be. I'll do that for now. And then I'll make a separate spawning set right here. This one is going to be this collection. And then this one's this one. And then I can just go boop and boop. That's way more metalheads than I can also remove that thing that spawns the thing, the skullwalker in the sky. Where is it? Yeah, I can remove this. That doesn't need to be there. He no longer falls from the sky on the side there. Alright. I'm like actually lagging a bit here. I don't know if it's, I guess the AI causes some problems. It's attacking all the stuff there. I might want to cut back on. Hold up here. I need to. I died. Hold up. I think there's a few too many of those. Look at my frame rate just dropping because of how much stuff they're shooting. So I think I need to actually nerf this a bit. There should only be 4. Oh, it's just the spawn rate. They're spawning while I'm there, and it's like stacking up pretty hard. So I'm gonna need to pull out Revo here. Oh, where'd that last shot go? There we go. There's another one. I need health. What's down? I think there were skullwalkers down there and it killed me. Hold up. Yeah, there's a lot of combat related stuff that needs like performance improvements that it's not like hard to fix, but you like absolutely have to use the revolver for this section. Like hitting these things with melee stuff is not the best of ideas. Nope. Hold on. It's gonna take me a few tries to beat this, it seems. Because apparently I'm bad. Where's my last shot? What? I just hit so many of them. I might want to just decrease the spawn rates on everything. There's so much stuff. I want to go see the skullwalkers. Oh, so here's the skullwalkers. Hello. Ow. There's so much stuff. Look at this. The projector is just sliding through the wall. I'm like at 30 FPS now because so much stuff has died. Hello. What's going on? Uh-huh. Also, there's a lot of projectiles in here. Ah! Okay, that's a bug. I'm finding a lot of issues here. Apparently you can get hit through a wall. I didn't know that was a thing. Hello. Can I like... No, where's that last shot? It's like, doesn't want to give me it for whatever reason. I don't know what's wrong with it, but whatever. That's my last potion. So yeah, I think the main thing here, decrease spawn rates, maybe? And then turn off the guaranteed spawn on like half of these spawn points. let's do 025, and then over on the grubs aren't too threatening. They can spawn if they want, and these need to be even rarer. Shoot, I'm gonna drop the. This is going down to 0.2, 0.2. I guess if we like approach this with a gun, it's not too bad. You need a lot of ammo. Speaking of which, I don't have a whole lot of ammo, but I need to like add more of the ammo mechanics to the game. That definitely needs to be done. I also need to like make it so not all the enemies use these bouncing projectiles. They're a little bit annoying to deal with. Alright, so I can confirm with that. What? Oh, these ones came from the cave, it seems. I need to like add like a range for them so they don't attack you if, well, they don't go towards you if they're too far away. I can actually do that right now, I think. Hold on. Where is the metalhead? Player, do we have a distance thing? Dis equals self.getDis player. I'm not sure if that's a function. I'm gonna have to check. So there's entity. There's a get angle. Is there a get distance? Let's get distance, not get dis. So if dis is less than how much? I guess 400, maybe 500, 480. No, 400. I think it's fair. Or 300, maybe. What is? So, there we go. Wait. Oh, this stuff already exists. Hold up. I just take this code and just make it not follow the player. Where is it modifying the velocity? Oh, no, it doesn't. Boop. Let's do 300. Alright, so now I shouldn't get hit by that second wave from the right. And maybe I should be able to just stand here and they don't show up. This should be safe. So, but if as soon as I go over here, they start showing up. Where's that? It's bugged. Where's my fourth shot? It should be a fourth shot. Ah. Hello. So this is much more manageable now that they're not like bombarding me from 10 miles away. All right. I don't know if those ever disappeared. Do they just sit there bouncing forever? I think they do. I might need to fix that. But I need to figure out what's going on with that fourth shot on my gun here. So that's not entities, that's weapons. What? Oh wait, is it like under skills? As skill? Is it like down here? Yeah, probably. Revolver boost, lunge. I'm looking for 4. Pun not intended. So that last shot was just disappearing. Is this it? I'm assuming this is it. Print yo. Is this like entirely broken? I mean, it was working earlier. I could use it here. So that works there, but why doesn't it work in this other zone? For some reason, it just doesn't want to work here. What happened? Is it like a frame rate issue, maybe? No, it's... Is it like if I'm not full on ammo? Oh, yep, that's what it is. Self.owner.weapon.ammo plus equals 1, and then I should always be able to use it. That should fix that bug. I can like fly around while I'm doing that. Interesting. Doesn't lock my position. I'm gonna make a quick commit here. Added shrine. Yes, I talk to chat periodically. I just need to, like, I can't do it the whole time. Although I already did that earlier, and I was busy for like an hour reading chat. So I do have the shrine done. I will actually catch up on chat in a moment here. What else is there? So this is done. Next up is the new weapon, which I'm gonna put. It's gonna be in the shrine later, but for now it's gonna sit in front of the shrine, I guess. Yeah. It's probably gonna have a larger attack range than the default knife, and then what else? It's gonna have way better skills. You can have asynchronous threads but not concurrent threads unless it's a C library which releases the global interpreter lock. Yeah, I believe the multiprocessing library does that. Alright. Can you ask me how you design levels? Watch back like 30 or 40 minutes in this live stream. You can see how I did it. Type hinting is very unnecessary for game development, at least for what I'm doing. It's kind of a waste of time. Because, I mean, I can just look at something and look the name of the variable and usually tell what the type is. It's not worth the effort to type that all out. It just ends up being a pain. And not only that, but I do things like type swapping a lot, where I swap what type is in a variable. The level editor is a program, yeah. Did I think about making electricity, like, as in... as a visual effect in the game? There probably will be by the end of this, game. Or like when I'm done making it or whatever. I am not from India. I am from the US, or I'm in the US. Alright. So, next up is to create a new weapon. So right now, I just have this trashy knife. So I want something like this, but better. Do I have... Weapons. Weapons. Here's the old knife. Let's see if I can find it on here. It should be here somewhere. Yeah, I see it's on the right. Thank you, neighbor, for dragging a chair above me. I don't know if you guys could have heard that or not, but whatever. Alright. So, I need to... It was called the Obsidian Dagger, right? Yeah. Look, hold on. I found pictures. Look. It's an obsidian knife. Okay, this one kind of looks cool. Is that actually obsidian? I'm pretty sure obsidian's like super fragile though, so you wouldn't actually want a knife made out of it, but whatever. This is a video game, I can do what I want. Road to 50k. That's gonna be a while. Maybe by, like, maybe in a few months I'll have 50k. The growth is like super slow, but it's also steady. So, I got my current pace. I'll have 100k in like what, 3 or 4 years. All right. So for the obsidian knife, do I want a wooden handle or no? I don't think I do. So this one's gonna be longer, or the obsidian dagger, not knife. It needs to look very sharp. No, I don't want white. I want here. So this is gonna be a bit bigger. Let's see if I can highlight this in a way that makes this visually interesting. All right. I think I can like I don't want that color. I need darker, but not that dark. Maybe this one? Yeah. So I take that and do the does this work? Maybe like that? No. I think that's fine actually. Alright. Time for the funny details. I can take this color here. And then I can highlight it with this. Okay. My neighbor above me is making a lot of noise. Maybe I just do this like that. Or maybe, what if I do there we go. I'm starting to like this. Now let's slide this up. There we go. Let's add this like right there. This is the obsidian knife. I might go back and change it a bit later, but so if I look at the weapons, they're like spaced so the handle's in the middle. So I have to do that here. So I gotta stretch this out a bit, and then something like that. Maybe one more. You can probably hear that they're dragging around a chair or something on a hardwood floor above me. But yeah, so you can see this middle pixel on the bottom here, just right below the handle, which is what I'm aiming for. Vaegrant, data, images, weapons. I can't. There we go. Obsidian knife, and then I shrink it and paste for images, animations. What is it? Yeah, so I gotta do new folder. Item. Yeah. There's gonna be item obsidian knife, and then this is gonna be image0.png, I believe. Now I have to write the weapon data under weapons. So it's gonna be like the knife or the. Yeah. Wait, they call it obsidian knife. Whatever. I can give the actual title as dagger. Doesn't matter. Ammo type infinite, projectile none. This can tackle a little bit. Wait, I think that means faster, right? Accuracy 1, combo 3. I'll give it lunge for now. Wait, is that what it's supposed to have? It might say over here that it's supposed to have lunge. Oh, Blinking Assassinate doesn't have lunge. I'll give it lunch for now. I believe in items I also have to go over here and do. This is where I can name it. So old knife become, well, obsidian knife becomes obsidian dagger. A dagger made of volcanic rock. It emits a strange aura. That may be indicative of... Is that how you spell indicative? I think so. Yeah, it is. That's one of those words that I say, but I don't really type out really often. Strange aura that may be indicative of... magical abilities, or yeah, that's fine. All right, so let me check how this item spawner thing works. So I've got to go over to the level editor and actually add the item. So I'm going to import for reference. I believe combat intro has a knife. Let me see if it uses ES or I. Yeah, it says I to spawn an item. So if I pull up shrine and I grab a not functional entities, yeah. I can drop right here. This is temporary. I'm gonna copy that output. So if I go over back to here and do, I'll just paste that there. You're gonna be able to look at my the code for this project and tell when I put all of the items in, because the IDs are based on time. Yeah. So obsidian knife. All right. Got that. I think it should. Oh no, I gotta copy over the new map. So I gotta take this, go to Vaegrant data, maps, delete. Shrine. New shrine. Now I can run it, and the knife should be there, maybe. Just gonna run for it. Give me my knife. No, let me out. Let's see, so I'm gonna go and save so that I just have this now. Yeah, that's why I don't want to scroll to it. Affinity requirements. Where is that? Is that here? Or where would that be? Why isn't it? Shouldn't it be here? Or maybe that goes somewhere else that I'm missing. Weapon.py, where is that pulling it from? I mean, it has affinity requirements. How's this determined? Wait. Hold on. I'll explain it once I fix it. Where's affinity? What? Where is it? I'm looking for the declaration of an affinity for new saves. Right now. Player. Yeah, that's where it is. So yeah, what I have to do, it looks like I don't have to like mess around with anything there. I just have to go over to saves and then in, where is it? Here we go. Obsidian knife. Alright, so that should fix it. I should be able to hold it now. Here we go. I'm holding it. Oh, that's a different issue. But, as I can hold it now, I can't use it yet. But, I can hold it. Which is good. So the issue is, was that, it was using an old save file that didn't recognize this as a weapon. And I needed to either generate a new save file or fix the old one because it was essentially corrupted. It was incompatible with the new version of the game, I guess you could say. So, now I need to figure out why it crashed when I tried to use it like this. Do I need to go to... Yes, I do. Duplicate obsidian knife. Obsidian knife weapon. Maybe that'll let me use it. I don't know. I might have to like, pair it up somehow. Oh no, that's it. Can I change the color of the arc? Yes, I can. Data. Wait. This is the fun part. I can give it a black arc or gray. I'm actually gonna give it like this color. What is this? 21, 29, 40. Alright, so now I can swap this in for all of these colors. And then... Oh, that doesn't show up very well. So maybe I want to make it a little bit lighter. So I can use like this color maybe. 129, 151, 150. 129, 151, 150. And then dump those there. So now you can see it, but it still kind of matches the color of the weapon. But I want this to be a bigger arc. I think somewhere in here I can do motion, arc stretch, duration, start, end. Somewhere in here in this arc, I can pull up the VFX file and figure out what these parameters are. Curve spark, I'm looking for the arc. So we have the center to something. This is a radius spacing start angle. Radius spacing start. Okay. What if I switch this to 4? What happens? Okay. That's... What it... Okay, so that's a bit big. Don't need to be that big. And then arc, I think I need arc stretch. 4, 3, 3. And then these could be like 5, 5 maybe. And I'll make the arcs a bit wider. And then this one can be longer. Look at that. Can I like... I want to test it out. Oh, I need to like customize the damage. I forgot about that. The damage. It should be stronger than the knife. Probably about as strong as a revolver. Revolver is... Does it not say the power? Oh, because it creates a projectile, right. So I guess the damage is specified in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Hitbox, old knife. Okay, so for this, obsidian knife. And then I have to go over to hitboxes and add a new hitbox for obsidian knife. With the power being 7. I don't know what the... I forgot the projectiles. I can see what the revolver shot is. 3. Okay, I didn't know it was weaker. So let's do 6. Knockback. I'm not gonna reduce the knockback. I don't... That seems interesting if I reduce it, maybe. Alright, so if I go over here and do a little bit, look at that, I can hit it from pretty far away. Look at that. So you can, alright. I'm wondering if these things aren't like respecting DT properly. I'm not sure. Because they seem to be stacking a bit when I'm attacking. So you can like make use of that third hit in your combo to get the extra range, so you can hit things that are a bit further away, like this. Alright, I killed it without it, but whatever. Oh, I used all my potions. Oh, did I? Oh no, I didn't. I can go here and heal. But what is being hit? Okay, hello. The combat needs some work with camera wise. It needs to be focused on the player. Look at all this junk on the floor. Hello. I need to not put the grubs next to these things. They just shoot them and they die. Or maybe I should make it so they can't hurt each other. Something like that. And that would fix that issue. Alright. I'm pretty happy with the obsidian dagger. It does need its own skill, so right now it just has the... I took the lunge. So it should have an ability to blink. Meaning that you kind of teleport. Alright, I'll read chat first though. What other libraries / framework did I consider before picking Pygame? Actually, pretty much the only thing I looked at was Pyglet. I didn't really look at anything else. How do you go about problem solving and finding solutions to problems? I have a video about that. What is the title? It's like how to implement any feature or something like that. It's like the second or third most popular video on my channel, I think. Yeah. Is the overloader editor available to patrons? Yes. It's not really hard coded that much, the level editor. I wouldn't say it's hard coded. I mean, it's a little bit sloppy. It's not that sloppy, I don't think. If I made a 3D game, I would use Godot, and I would make it for VR. I don't really have an interest in 3D games outside of VR, so there's not really much of a reason for me to use Asana. Alright. Moderation, lol. What's the background music? It says on the bottom left what the background music is. It's the Cave Story Plus OST. How do I make it smoother? Like, how do I improve what I have, or how did I get what I have in terms of FPS? Because the FPS isn't very good in my opinion at the moment. I need to work on that. But I mean, there's a lot of optimization techniques. You can just watch my videos and you'll start to get an idea for it. Alright, so I need to add, what is it? Oh yeah, the blink skill. So, for blink, it probably just does like a puff of particles, and you just appear somewhere else, maybe, something like that. Probably you teleport towards your mouse. I think I track where the mouse is pointing, but not how far away it is. I might want to add that. So I'm gonna go to weapons. No, wait, weapon, I think. So I believe it tracks rotation. Where is it getting this from? Oh, the player might be setting it. Yeah, I think it's set by the player. Self.aim dis equals 0. And if I go to the player, I should be able to configure it to track how far away I'm aiming. So rotation. Here we go. Self.weapon.aim dis equals. So instead of doing that, we do math.square root And instead of comma, we do plus, and it's the distance formula. Well, I gotta square it too. So I gotta combine these terms here. Wait. Yeah, those, and square. And then take this stuff and square that. And then that will give me the aim distance. Print self.weapon.aim dis. I did know exactly where I'm aiming, so got the mouse on the player. It's like 0, 1-ish. You can't see the numbers I'm outputting, but I can. So it looks like it's working on my end. So now you can see it. They're like, it's printing out right here. Alright, so I'm gonna take that out. And now that I have that information, I can do a proper teleport. So I just take the rotation and the angle, and not the rotation, the rotation and the range, or the distance, and cap the distance at whatever maximum blink distance is, and teleport to that position. That's all I gotta do. So let's add an icon for this though. I believe I have some icons here. Do I? Yes, I do. I don't know if these are the right colors or whatever. So I can take this, and then I'll take this brighter color, and then I'll use it as my secondary color and fill. Boom. So now in here, I can draw whatever it is for blink. I'll probably do an eye. Why not? So what if I did like one of those vertical eyes? No, wait, I don't like it. So let's do like a flat top eye maybe? It can be a bit wider. There we go. Put in the whites. And then I need red, which I can get from here, I believe. Alright, now to actually stylize it and make it look half decent. Actually, wait, hold on. This needs to be shifted left one. And then that goes there then. Okay. Can I like do this? And there you go. That's stylization. Can I like maybe do that? I can also do that. Do I like it that way or this way more? I think that's fine. Might add like a little bit of I think that works actually. There we go. That doesn't work so well. I need like another color to work with here. Do I have like an in-between color? I actually do, it looks like, that I made. Wait a second, no. Let's use this one. Yeah, that's the color I need. I keep missing. This is what happens when you draw with a mouse. All right. I feel like I need to add more white somewhere. I think it's just like, maybe I'll add like sparkle type stuff. Like, wait, what if I put like, is work? Probably not, but I'm checking anyways. Can't even tell it's an eye. You really need those pixels right there. So I think I'll leave that as a blank icon. So I can take this now. File, save as. Alright. I'm gonna move my microphone a bit closer. So I can go to skills, and then this will be blank. So now I can just write the code for it. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's start closing some stuff here. I don't know if there's a listing for skills here. I guess it's technically considered an item, isn't it? Wait. Item. No, it isn't. Okay, so let me see though. It's gonna be skills. Anything? I had to write the description somewhere. I don't know where it would be. Is it in the items? Yes, it is. So link teleport to a nearby location. Okay. I think now over on skills I have to do some stuff, and I think that might be it. So actually, wait, no, not yet. Skill. So I can probably just take lunge and recode it, or blink. I take lunge. There's a lot of code in these skills. This one should be an easy one though. Charge is max. Let's do 2. Charge rate 7. That's fair. I don't think I need, like, there's no hitbox. So I can remove those and remove all this. I'll put pass right here. So the game should run now, and I should be able to see my skill, maybe. Wait, what? Oh, I have to update the skill listing over in the weapons thing. So I have to tell it to use blink now as the first skill. What? It says blink right here. How did... Wait a second. I was using the old icon. Hold on. How'd that happen? Skill. Oh. Blink. There we go. So now you can see the eye right there. Because, this is blink. Is the thing wrong size? No, it's in the wrong spot. How'd that happen? Hold up. Can I like... So there's like a gap here. What is wrong here? Interesting. So it is kind of the wrong size, but also not. Not sure what happened there. Is it wider than the other ones? It is 1818. What? Excuse me. These are all 1818. What happened? How are these different? Only this one overflows. How does... What? I'm like really leaning in to see what's going on here. So you can see it overflowing 2 pixels to the right, whereas these ones fit inside perfectly. Like this one specifically. Like this one does. Maybe I tweaked it for the part that's used to be smaller. Hold on, so I'll tweak it. So this is 1818. This one's, yeah, that's what happened. I'll cheat. There we go. It's there now. So now I can use blink. You can see cooldown and stuff. Actually, I'll open it up and over chat. All right. The wind is just an offset based on a sine wave. It's not that complicated. Well, it's an offset with a sine wave plus a change in position based on a constant velocity. Yeah, so sine waves, look up trigonometry for that. It's pretty simple. Like, the sine wave itself. It's just like a transformation of a number. It has specific mathematical use cases, but in the way I'm using it for the particles here, if you look at the graph, you'll understand exactly what it's doing pretty much. Alright. You can't do necessarily anything you want in 2D with Pygame. There are performance restrictions. Like the main thing is you can't do shaders. I mean, you can, but it's kind of a pain, and then you have to do some stuff with OpenGL. Do you use an E pen for drawing or a mouse? I use a mouse. For some artwork, I have a drawing tablet. But for I think everything I've used in this game, I have used my mouse. If you look at, I don't know how I can pull this up. I can show you my desktop background. This will work. So if you look at, oh, this isn't gonna be here anymore. So if you look at my desktop background, this was drawn with a drawing tablet. But for most stuff, I'll just use my mouse. I wouldn't say the mouse is easier in a tablet. For me, it's just a matter of I don't have my tablet set up most of the time. If I had a bigger desk, I'd probably use the drawing tablet more. But right now, I've got my MIDI keyboard in front of my actual keyboard. Well, no, not in front of, behind. And I don't have any space to put anything else. Like my mouse pad already kind of goes off. Like I get, what is this? Maybe 4 inches horizontally to move my mouse. My sensitivity is pretty high, so I can move like about the width of my monitor with how much space I have on my desk, but not much more. And I have a 3 monitor setup, so I have to like, pick up my mouse to move it around a lot. But yeah, I could use a bigger desk. I'll have a bigger, maybe. Oh, maybe I'll have a smaller desk later. Actually, I probably will have a smaller desk later. That's gonna be annoying. That'll be in August. I'll have a smaller desk probably. And this one's already pretty small, but in when I graduate, so that would be okay. I'll probably have a bigger desk in maybe 2 years. 2 to 3 years? I'm not sure. It depends. It could be a lot of things. Alright. Yeah, well, so the only thing about MS Paint is that you do have to be precise because you can only zoom into 800%. That's my biggest annoyance with MS Paint. If they would just let you double it one more time up to, like, I don't know, 1600%, that would be cool. Scaling the pixel art up. Okay, well, so the way I scale stuff in my games is pixel perfect. It's more efficient performance-wise, but the things don't look as smooth as what I guess it is. If you don't have sub-pixel positioning, movement and rotation looks less smooth. Like, for example, if you look at my weapon here, actually this isn't a good example. None of these are. Oh, whatever. So if you look at this rotation, it looks very choppy. If you look at a good example is probably Arch Trail. Hold on. I'll see if I can. Here we go. I think this is a good example. So look at this. You see the pixel art here, but it's diagonal. You have diagonal pixels right here. What else is there? If you look at that weapon is it looks like a scythe. That weapon is not aligned properly. Yeah, so this is not what I'd call pixel perfect, and this is where you like scale up the artwork, but you scale it up before you blit it, or blit's not only the correct terminology for Pygame, but you scale it up before you blit it, and you get stuff like this where you can see the big pixels, but it's not perfectly aligned. You can get diagonal stuff like this. This looks a lot smoother in practice, but if you're not careful with your scaling, it can look really bad. Everything does have to be the same scale, but the positions and rotations can be different. It's an interesting thing. I've always stuck with pixel perfect stuff, so it makes some rotations look a bit choppy. Yeah. Is this live? Yes. Yes, the 90 FPS is kind of bad. I've mentioned this already in the stream. I need to improve it. There's stuff that's taking more performance than it needs to. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that could be fixed. I think part of the issue is actually I think it's rendering more than it needs to. I think I need to mess with the chunk sizes or something. Something's a bit funky with that. I'm not sure. But realistically, if I'm hitting, what would it be? If I'm hitting 110 as an average outside of combat, that's fine. Because once I take that to like a laptop, like your average laptop, that'll be 60, which is perfectly fine. And also, not only that, but with pixel art, people don't notice frame drops as much, as long as you have DT properly implemented. So I can drop to 40 FPS and people won't really notice too much. Especially with laptop users, they're used to seeing things lag anyways, so it won't look off. But yes, like, it's only worth improving performance up to the point where I've got 60 FPS for most users, or just under. So, like, realistically, I can run it at like 130 or whatever, and it's fine. I don't do 144. I don't even have a 144 monitor. I've only got 60 hertz monitors. I do have my VR headset's like 90 though, so there is that. The performance drops from the entities can be improved pretty easily. I just need to fix that and add some caching and stuff like that, and more cleanup. And the main issue was actually the projectiles, I think, before. The animations are not made out of sprite sheets, only the tile sets are. I've never heard of cold type. I made my own text system. Anyways. I need to finish this blink. And then I'll probably end the stream because I've been going for about 3 hours. So, if I go under skills, I'll have to do here. Well, here's the hacky way to do it. Self.owner.position 0 plus equals math.cosine self.owner.weapon.rotation. I think it's in degrees actually. Math.radians. I might have to like flip it or something by self.owner.weapon.aimdis. And for 1, we do sine. It's probably gonna teleport me in the wrong direction or something, but whatever. Boom. Oh, no, that's correct. So, teleport this equals the, teleport this. And you cap this, so you do min, and you do like what, 50 or something, and you can only teleport 50 pixels, so you go boop. Oh, wrong skill. So you go boop, boop. I'm probably gonna cap it at like 100. That seems appropriate. Boop, boop. Okay, maybe 120? I'm fine with it going a little bit further. Wait, what happens if I teleport instead of wall? I didn't think about that. Hold up. It probably like, yeah, glitches out. You could do some weird stuff with that. Hold on. Watch this. I could just phase through the floor. Or, if I prefer... Watch this. So I press right and... Oh, I tried to lift me up. Hold up. I need to go like over here. There we go. You can do weird things with that. So I need to... What it needs to be is it can't be a raw teleport because you'll end up inside stuff. So what I need to do is I need to mess with the player's velocity for a time period. So self.teleport timer equals 0. So what I do is I set this to like 50. Well, not 50. This is going by DT, so 0.3. Self.teleport timer equals max 0 self.teleport timer minus DT. If self.teleport timer self.owner.velocity 0 equals, and I can take this and sign, and then I just remove all this stuff. And I don't know what the velocity scale has to be, like 100? I don't even know. We're about to find out what happens here. Okay. It needs to be like 1,000. It needs to be 2,000, but it needs to be really short. And I'm gonna have to update the movement system, I'm guessing, later. Probably not today, but Ooh, what was that? New plan. Hold up. Self.teleport. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this over here. If so, not self.teleport timer, so just got hit 0 doing that. Self.owner.velocity equals 0, 0, so it needs to reset. If it finishes. So I need to go boop. Oh wait, no. Boop. Okay, hold up. It needs to be faster. This is 6 frames now. So it looks like a dash right now. So what you do is you make the player disappear. Now where's the player? Or wait, can I just like disable the rendering on the entity? Hide out visible. Here we go. This is where I turn this off. Self.owner visible equals false. I think it might be forced back to true. We're about to find out. No, it's not. Let's fix that. Player. Where is? So on the update, why do I want to do this? Preferably it's actually on the render. So you render everything and then you say visible equals true. I think visibility gets I think visibility is used, let's see, maybe for the lunge? Wait, let's see. It's literally just here, I think. So we have this. So if the lunge still looks fine, we're good. So we do a lunge, boop. I think that's correct. Cool. I got stuck in the floor. That's interesting. You can see the gun. Hold up. That doesn't need to be visible. Or is that another setting? Hold up. I don't... Wait. I'm gonna carefully watch this lunge. Hold up. I'm actually gonna take a screenshot. Let's see. It disappears on the lunge. Where did the knife go? Hello? How did I get rid of it? Let's look at the render code here. Can set it to invisible. I didn't. What? Interesting. But presumably I can use this. Self.owner.weapon.invisible equals 0.01. No, 0.1. So now I should be able to see. Yeah, there we go. So I just like teleports me there. So now I just need a particle burst. So I just spawn a ton of particles. This could be tricky though. Just find something that has those particles to begin with. I think actually, I don't remember that the potion might be considered a skill. No, it's not. Interesting. Is it under rings? Where would this be? Ha. No, that's not it either. What? Where is it? So rings. Where could this be? There is code that spawns a bunch of particles for. Assets, background, Bezier, camera, config, consumable. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So in here, small health potion. This is what I'm looking for. It doesn't need to be red, but let's see. Over here on 4i in range 30. Add particle foreground, self.owner.center. Doesn't need to be bubble. I think it's P. Images, particles. Yeah, it's P. Literally just P. And then I can pick a random angle and speed. Angle equals random to random by math.py by 2. Do I have math.py? Yes. So now, speed equals random dot random. I'm not sure if that needs to be like by 100 or whatever. Let's see what happens. Look at those particles. Yeah, so speed needs to be like by 100. Okay, maybe not 100. 30? And then the color needs to be like a dark color. And then also white maybe. So images, sketch. Alright. So I can take like this color. Let's see what this is. 9, 10, 20. Random choice C. No, I'll just put C. C equals random dot choice. And we do 9, 10, 20. And then we also want white, which is 235, 237, 233. 235, 237, 233. It needs to be mostly dark particles though, so I'm gonna change the ratio. And then now, boom. So the decay needs to be increased here. So what is this? So this is where you start. This is the decay speed, I think. So 4. So if I'm gonna decay that fast, I can actually apply 2 plus 4, and I can increase the speed. I can have bigger particles than that. Oh, wait. Huh. 5, 4 plus 2. 60. Cancel. I don't know what it just tried to make me do. I hit a wrong key or something. Boom. So I could also do red. So let's take it from the app. Well, actually, no, it's it here. 218, 36, 36. 218, 36, 36. Actually, I'm tempted to just force it, because then you get a ring, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I can make it bimodal. That'll be funny. Random.choice. Look at this. Now I get 2 rings. Okay, it's not super clear because 1, they're kind of close together, and then 2, there's not very many particles. So, boom. Okay, this one needs to be slower. Let's put it at 20. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Actually, I'm gonna slow them both down quite a bit here. I'm gonna do 10 and 30. Boom. There would be some sparks too, but I'll do that later. So I'm gonna take this, and right here, put that there. And now I get 2 effects. Boom, boom. And then while you're updating, speed equals 0. Boom. Look at that. So maybe I'll take out the red when it's tracing like that. And then you just get boom. Boom. Look at that blink. Interesting. I can also like do a nearby blink, or I can go further away. Boom, boom. I want to add some sparks though. So it should be, lunge has some sparks I could take. So I just take this, and then over on here, for I in range 12 sparks will do. Curve spark, this can be any direction. This is the direction, so I'll do angle here. Preferably okay, I'll do this. There we we go. Was that speed? No, angle. Not sure if this works, but we'll see. Boom. Oh, yep, that did work. That did in fact work. Hold on, I'll do it again. Boom. Boom. Look at that. That's cool. So, what if I put this on 30 though? That would be interesting. So now I take this and then I go over to here and drop that down. And now I get it on both sides, so I get boom boom. Get that nice trace between. Why did... Interesting. Config items. Blink. Oh, I'm stupid. So right about here, there's the description for blink. Immediately teleport to a nearby location. Alright, so I have blink. Is there anything else I wanted to do here? Actually, I'll update my to-do file. Add assassinate ability to obsidian dagger. And then once I do that, the bosses are, where the first boss is next. The assassinate ability is gonna be a bit of work, though. I don't think I'm gonna do that now. It's like probably more than an hour of work because I'm gonna have to do a ton of animation. I'll start up the game though, and then you guys can stare at it while I read chat, as I normally do. All right. Why is their sign not better than Pygame? I think that for the stuff I do, it actually might be slower. If I had to guess. If you're on a lower end laptop and you want to do 3D game development, yeah, you can do it with OpenGL, but you could also use Godot, probably. It depends how low end you're talking about. You just joined, what's going on? I'm about to end the stream, that's what's going on. Alright, so I read the chat, there weren't really any other questions on there, or anything important to comment on. Oh, actually, I did miss something. I wouldn't call 3 hours endurance. I think I did, hold on, let me check. I did a really long one for the last game jam. Let me see what it was. What was it here? Where? I did a 7-hour live stream for the last Ludum Dare, which was like, what? A week and a half ago or something? I don't know. Or was it 2.5 weeks? 2.5 weeks, I think. So 3 hours isn't that long for me. It's actually almost 3.5. 3 hours is like the average stream for me. That's just kind of how long I normally go. Can you run a Pygame game in a browser? So actually, since you brought that up, I'll actually take some time to, at the end of the stream, I'll take some time to show you some stuff I was saying about that. Let me see if I can find it. Give me one, I gotta pull it up in Discord. Someone did a funny. Let me see if I can find it. If you just like search my name, does that work? Mentions. Can I not like the fact that this isn't streamer mode is making this a difficult thing to do. Wait. Is this it? I think I found it. Yes. Give me a moment. So you can run Pygame in a web browser. Someone was working on something for this. This is kind of buggy, but this is Aeroblaster. Some of you probably know this is one of my games, and someone ported this to a web browser. There's a lot of random black pixels and red pixels, and all sorts of weird stuff going on that shouldn't be happening, but for the most part, like gameplay-wise, it works. I think there's some frame rate issues or something. The speed of the game feels weird. It seems to be running as fast as possible, like uncapped. I don't know what is going on here, but yeah, there's a lot of weird artifacts, like mainly black and red pixels, but and other random bugs and stuff. But it works. You can run Pygame in a browser, sort of. People are working on stuff for this. There's other stuff for this as well already, but yeah. It's like, is this running at 2 times speed? I don't know what this is. Interesting. What's this stuff on there? Not a GitHub repo. Not Git repo. Let's see. But I think what this is some sort of way to run SDL in a web browser is what they made. I'm not sure. It's interesting. It runs pretty well though. I'm curious what's gonna come of it, but yeah. Yeah, anyways. That's interesting. That is a thing. So, I mean, and there's other tools as well for like, I think I saw a tool that will try and convert Python and Pygame code into JavaScript, so you could run stuff in a web browser. There's also some weird tools for that. There's nothing like super good right now, but it's doable. What's my website built with? Like to be clear, that thing I was just showing you was not made by me. Someone else made that. But this website is just Flask. But I also have this one. There's another website I've got. Beat Saber. I am around here somewhere. This is me. Beat Saber website. That one is also Flask. Same thing. Do you think C is worth learning? Yes, I do. If you know Python, it is worth learning. Just because, well, partially because, but primarily because you can use it with Python. You can make extensions for Python with C, and it's a good way to have some optimized code if you have something that needs to run fast. You can just like hook it directly into a Python program, which is very convenient. That's how I believe most of the Python modules are written, like the popular ones. No, I'm not a full-time indie dev. I'm a college student right now, studying computer science. My occupation in terms of the thing that's made me the most money so far is software engineering. What top 3 languages do I recommend? It depends on what you want to do. But I do highly recommend Python, obviously. But also, C is useful for other use cases as well. There's lots of other stuff you can use it for. Like, some networking stuff and drivers and all sorts of other random stuff. Do I know Lua? No is a strong word, but I've used Lua. I can just sit down and use it pretty easily, but I can't just like write it off the top of my head onto paper. Like, I don't remember the syntax exactly, but I do know how to use it. I just don't. I don't like that. There's 2 things that really annoy me with Lua. One is that the arrays start at 1, and 2 is that you have to type end if and end for and stuff, which is really annoying. I would rather have curly braces than doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna end the more chat messages. Hold on. You thought I might be a full indie dev already? I mean, so the amount I make doing game development, I've only released 2 commercial projects, but between those 2 projects, I've averaged about like $25 an hour, which if I were to be doing full time would be equivalent to making about $50,000 a year. So for me, indie game development is probably financially viable. It's just risky. And then I could also make like 3 times that just working as a software engineer. But like, so I think I'm already capable of doing full-time indie. It's just that I'm busy with school right now. Wait, is it like just end, or was it like end for and end if? I can't remember. I've already forgotten. You see, this is one of the things that, like I said, I can't write Lua off the top of my head, like onto paper. But if you just open up an application with a couple things written down, I can figure it out in like under a minute. How's that different from Europe? Like, the income or what? Oh, yeah, so, I mean, a lot, like, the pay you get, so 50K wouldn't be senior. I think 100K is more like senior here. But I can, so a lot of people straight out of, like just straight out of college with a bachelor's degree can get $250,000 a year. Not a lot of people, but some people. So it's like, it varies drastically depending on how good you are. So I wouldn't say it's 1/3. It's like the average and the median are a lot closer to that. So I think 50 is more like entry level in the US, and 100 is probably senior. It's also probably like the median is closer to 100, I think. It's like 90 something if I remember correctly. So in the US it's probably, it sounds like it's twice as much as whatever you're getting in Europe. But it also depends on what European country you're talking about, but yeah. I wouldn't say I've put 60 hours into this game at this point. I put in a bit more now. It's still like, what, 70? I don't know. But, so the thing with the salaries in America, though, is that a lot of the, software engineering jobs are in, like, Silicon Valley and other really expensive places. So you can be making like 150K and still be broke because the rent's so high and the taxes so high. So, the ideal is to get a remote job and live somewhere like where, well, not where I do right now, but where I did live, where the cost of living is low, and there's, well, since I'm in Florida, I have no state income tax, so it's good money-wise to be in Florida. You don't want to be in California or Washington. I don't know if Washington has a state tax, but their cost of livings are pretty high, so you don't want to be... Like, you want to take the jobs from those states and then do it remotely in another state, so that you don't have to pay the income tax, and then you don't have to pay the cost of living, like, for housing. Although the place I grew up is like a tech area, but it's got a low cost of living because it's a new tech area. It's where they do all the space stuff. The reason I ended up with a job working on rockets is because pretty much everything they did in my area was just space stuff. Well, aerospace, not necessarily space, but I was pretty much bound to end up working on either rockets or planes. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream now. I've been going for 3 hours 40 minutes ish. So I'm gonna I'm hoping to do streams 2 times a week starting in May. I'm gonna have to take a break in May as well, but in May I should start doing regular streams. I might schedule another stream for next week, maybe the Saturday, but we'll see. Yeah, so